Welcome, Mountaineers, one and all, to App State Volleyball versus JMU, the first of a two-game series, the second game being tomorrow at 2 p.m. I'm Michael Santiago. I'm here with Ben Bruning. What are you looking forward to most with this game, Ben?
I'm looking forward to an interesting game plan from both coaches here. JMU's coach has been here for 16 years. She's experienced. She has the history with this team. And, you know, JMU last year came off an injury-riddled season. You know, they underperformed. They went 11-16. But now they're back, and they're ready to show the Sun Belt Conference what they can bring.
Of course, App State 8 last year, 18-10, 9-2 this year, off to even more of a hot start than last year. And starting line and up for App, the only change from the game versus Davidson being Maria Contreras starting over Addison Heidemann, which is a bit of a surprise given she's had 82 assists in the last two games against Duke and Davidson. But otherwise, App remained unchanged, and it looks like we're about to get underway here with Bella DeForn getting ready to serve.
Are you ready, Michael?
As always. Should be a good one, and as we know, very, very star-studded team that we have, so we'll just have to see how they perform. And we're underway. Dig there from Lewis L. Dig there from Davis. Set by Contreras, and a block there.
Point is going to go to JMU.
Yeah, as we saw, the height of JMU's lineup very much evident. Most of their players over 6 foot tall. That block assist there by Melissa Ilter from Turkey. JMU serves here.
They got the
Davis sets and blocked again. Allie Morris once again denied by Melissa Ilter. And Aya Nial was there too with the block. Shelby Davis is with the serve there. DeForn, Contreras. Winterhoff tries a soft off setup there. Cold start so far for the Mountaineers, 3-0 to the Dukes so far.
And it seems like they're kind of shying away right now from that left side because of Melissa Ilter. I mean, back-to-back points off blocks. That's disheartening for a team.
Davis with the dig there, set by Contreras. Davis tries a soft spike there, almost deceived them. That one popped back up. Set by JMU, spiked. Dig there from Morris. And that one overhit it by Morris, and that puts the Dukes up 4 here in this first set.
This is not how we wanted to see App State start the game.
Yeah, not what they were looking for at all, but they're going to have to recover quickly here with the libero Davis serving once more. Davis dig Contreras. Hit there by Allie Morris, but it recovered. Up from Contreras. Mackey with the soft little hit over. JMU sets. Another spike attempt. It just seems like another miscue as we dive under the net there. Allie Morris trying to get that one a bit overzealously. And that puts the Dukes up 5.
And, you know, the Mountaineers, they've had some good hits. It's just JMU has been willing to dive. They've been getting to them quick.
Just some miscues that need to be cleaned up by the Mountaineers. Quick dig there from number 17 for JMU. Contreras. Hit there by Allie Morris. 17 sets up high towards the Jumbotron there. That one's recovered. Winterhoff soft spike over. Soft touch over. Davis with the dig there. Mackey hits it over. That one's set. And block attempt there from Maya Winterhoff. Dukes up 6-0. That is not what we expected to see today.
No, not at all. I mean, this isn't the same App State team, right? JMU's coming into it 7-5. They're floating above 500. App State's dominated the competition, and right now they just don't look like the same team.
Perhaps Sutton might have to take an early timeout just to ease the nerves and get everyone back on the same page. Davis was served now. DeForn. Set up by Heidemann, and that one hit well by Allie Morris for the first App State point of the night.
They needed that one. They couldn't let momentum get away from them. They needed a good hit, and they got it. They got their first point of the match. Now they got to build off of it.
And the kill there from Allie Morris, assisted by Heidemann. Back in play now. And that one blocked by Winterhoff. 2-6 now.
It almost looked like they just didn't get over the net. Like, it almost looks like she just hit it right into the net.
Winterhoff denying them there. Just trying to will the Mountaineers back into this. Morris with the serve now. Dig there, that one's set. One, we've seen a lot of spikes from her today, a Kennedy Louiselle. And a kill there from Kiana Mackey.
And App State's starting to build up a run. This is what they need.
I did see Sutton Tolentino come over to talk to them briefly. So it looks like the Mountaineers back on their feet now. Allie Morris serve. That one hit over, and that brings the score to 3-7, Dukes ahead. Seen a lot of service errors from the Mountaineers this season, and that may be the thing they need to clean up if they're going to get back into this game.
Yeah. It's the little mistakes that kill you.
Jordan Smart with the serve.
Bad.
Another miscue there.
Just a bad dig.
It just looked, the reception error there from Winterhoff, it just looks like the Mountaineers are beating themselves, really. It will be Smart to serve again. The setter, she hits that one. DeForn with the dig. Oh, that one almost didn't get over, but Mackey managed to salvage that. Spike from Ilter over hit there. My mistake, that looks to be Addie Norman who overhit that one.
And that is a lucky break for App State. No one was in that area. No one was getting to that ball.
Sure, but you take them when you can get them. My Winterhoff now to serve.
Oh, my apologies. That was a point for JMU. They counted that in.
Surprising call there. Looked out from here.
Yeah, from our angle, I thought that was for sure out.
Mackey, soft little hit there. They try to hit it back under the net, and that'll give the Mountaineers some points. 5-8 the current score. It'll be Maya Winterhoff to serve now.
And that JMU sideline, it is just electric. After every point dancing on App State serves, they are just being loud. They are letting App State know who they are.
Yeah, and that's something that has to be corrected immediately for the Mountaineers. JMU coming out and setting an early tone, and that is not what you want against a team this good. It's Louiselle to serve now for JMU. Seen a lot of her this game. Heidemann enforces a little exchange there, and a kill there from Addie Norman. She's been doing well so far. This whole JMU team has been doing well so far. Scores 5-10, JMU ahead.
Yeah, and App State, at what point do you start thinking about a timeout here?
It's got to be soon. You have to break the momentum. Heidemann with the set. Hit there by Allie Morris. Recovered. And another kill from Addie Norman. It just looks like the Mountaineers. We mentioned timeout, and it seems like they're taking one now.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what you have to do, right? JMU is having too much fun out there. Like, they are smiling. They're having a great time. And if you let them keep going like this, when does it stop? You got to get a timeout. You got to just tell your players, cool them off, and then go back out there and try to shift momentum.
Yeah, it just seems like small miscues are really the Mountaineers' undoing right now. It's not so much JMU ability as much as it is their own doing. We've seen that in the Duke and Davidson games as well, where they allowed the other team to claw back just through small things like attacking errors. So
yeah,
these are things that you need to clean up if you're going to win games. And there's an old saying that goes, your worst enemy is the one in the mirror.
I mean, yeah, I've put it better. App State is just, there are times where they've got good digs and then they just can't execute, or they hit the ball with a dig and they just don't hit it over. It's just tiny little things that if they can fix, this score could easily be 8-8 right now.
Yeah, no doubt, but we'll have to see if they can turn that into what needs to happen, because could be could be and what is happening are two very different matters. Heidemann, Lou Johnson, and checking in. No Maya Winterhoff on the court right now. It will be Lewis L. to serve for JMU. Dig there from Morris, set by Heidemann. Hit well by Mackey, and it seems like what was said in the timeout has worked well for the Mountaineers. 6-11 is the current score.
Right there, they just came out aggressive. I loved the intensity, and that you could tell like they wanted to get those points back. They wanted them back.
Heidemann the serve now. Dig there, or set up, block, Ogden turned back towards the JMU side. Another attempt, blocked again, but that one over the line. Nothing really to that except just straight bad luck. That was only a touch over the sideline.
I mean, yeah, you know, they had the right idea. It barely went over. It happens.
Anna Wilson the serve now. Dig there from Davis, set by Heidemann. Hit well there, and that is Lou Johnson with the kill. Seems like that gets scored to the Dukes anyway, 6-13.
Yeah, Anna Wilson is going to serve this one.
Heidemann sets it. And that one hit over the sideline there, but given anyway. It's a lot of confusing calls going on here. I'm surprised they're not getting challenged, but it's 7-13. If you're the Mountaineers, you take that point any way you can get it.
I mean, absolutely. Yeah, so you're going to take those breaks. You're going to take those breaks.
Kiana Mackey to serve now. Dig there by Lewis L. Spike attempt there. Mountaineers knock it back over. That point to JMU.
And again, it seemed like a miscue. They had an accidental hit, and now they're playing with one less hit than they would have liked to, and that just throws them out of whack.
Yeah, and it just looked like Mackey wasn't ready for that deflection there. Now it's going to be Grace Wenrick to serve now. JMU ahead 7. Set by Heidemann. And out. No, they're going to say it went over the sideline again. 7-15 Dukes.
That one, I think I could see that one going over the sideline.
Yeah, a bit difficult to see on the far side there, but Heidemann serve will set. And that is a kill for Bella Hutchins.
That's a great hit. That is a great hit. Just finding the weak area in the defense and exploiting it.
We've seen strong performances from the sophomore this season, and now with 74 kills, had 73 coming into this one. Serve from Davis, that one overhit, and another miscue from the Mountaineers.
And that's a second overhit serve.
8-16, definitely something to be worried about now for the Mountaineers. You could lose this first set pretty badly if these miscues continue.
Yeah.
Dig there, set from Heidemann. That one blocked. And another dig attempt that goes over the line to get JMU another point.
Hutchins came diving into the table. I mean, I felt it shake.
Scores now 8-17. Serve there from Lewis. And a kill there from Winterhoff. How many times do you think we're going to say that sentence tonight? 9-17 Mountaineers is still behind. Bell DeForn to serve now. JMU lined up mostly to the right here. And DeForn will hit right into that shift. And Ilter overhits it and get the Mountaineers a point. 10-17.
Yeah, App State is going to need a little help from JMU to crawl back into this one. It can't just be App State playing great. They need JMU to make some mistakes that they just haven't made so far yet.
DeForn with another serve now. Spike attempt there. Winterhoff makes it a bit awkward for JMU. And a double hit there from Ilter.
incredible blocking from App State. Wherever JMU tried to put the ball over the net, they just couldn't do it.
Yeah, always had 3 right there by the net, and that'll get Bella DeForn another serve here. JMU again shifting to the right. We'll see if she hits into that shift again, and she does hit into it again. Point there for App State. Aya Neal tried to get that one over, but no avail.
App State now only down by 6, in a lot better spot right now.
Yeah, you still have to come all the way back, though. Just partly won't do the job.
And JMU.
And an ace from DeForn there. Mountaineers clawing back pretty quickly here, 13-17, and JMU will take a timeout.
Yeah, JMU looked like they just thought it was going to be another overhit on the serve. It would have been the 3rd one of the day, but no, App State puts it right where they want it, gets the point.
Yeah, we talked about cleaning up the miscues, and it seems like App started to do that later into that segment there. And while we have a moment, let's talk about, the star performers so far. Of course, Addie Norman for JMU with 3 kills so far, 500 hitting percentage. And of course, for App, Kiana Mackey with 3 kills, Bella Hutchins with 2 kills as of right now. So do you think it's going to stay that way, or do you think other players are going to come in and change the dynamic?
I think Rebecca Watkins has some potential for JMU right now. She's been playing really well with the assists. So I think she's going to set up her teammates. I think she's the one she's not going to show up on the kills, but I'm telling you she's going to be playmaking for that team.
Yeah, we'll have to see how much of a factor she plays and how well the Mountaineers can counter her, as Bella DeForn will get the serve again. Out there right now for your Mountaineers.
And you talked about Kiana Mackey, but Winterhoff has been at that net making crucial blocks when they need it.
Caroline Farthing in now for the Mountaineers. DeForn with the hit. Serve there, and that one hit well by Lewis L., and she will get the kill awarded to her. Score now 18-13 JMU. It's now Shelby Davis to serve. Dig attempt there by DeForn doesn't go all that well. Just rolls under the net there. JMU given another point.
Yeah, and JMU is inching closer to that 25.
Yeah, just profiting off Mountaineer mistakes right now. DeForn dig there. Overhit, and that gets back over to the other side, but Heidemann turns it over. Set Heidemann. Maya Winterhoff just barely keeps that kill in, and it's 19-14, and JMU still ahead.
That started with Heidemann. Big blocks right at the start, and it carried over. The team felt it, and they get the points off of it.
Allie Morris with serve now. Davis dig. Set up there, and another kill for Lewis L. We were talking about Addie Norman, but Lewis L. the junior, starting to make herself known in this game. It'll be Jordan and Smart from Winston-Salem to serve now. Dig there from DeForn goes all the way over, and a little block there from Heidemann to get it all the way. And a smart play from DeForn and Davis to let that one go over. Score is now 20-14 Mountaineer. And you're still behind.
You could see it. DeForn saw what was going over. She knew it. She raised that finger up. She knew that point was going right to App State.
Maya Winterhoff to serve now. Those high IQ plays are what the Mountaineers need more of. Dig from Davis. Hit there from Addie Norman. That one blocked.
Kiana Mackey on that block, just rising up on the net. Way to get there.
Oh, wow, Winterhoff, another serve now. JMU shifted to the left here. (16-20) Mountaineers. Lewis L. with the dig. And a soft spike from Wilson. That confuses the Mountaineer defense. 21-16, JMU still leads.
Yeah, It looked like a Mountaineer tipped it right when it got over the net, and that just threw the entire team off.
And Lewis L. will get the serve now. Dig Morris, set by Heidemann. A soft little spike there from Mackey, and that confuses the JMU defense. Right back at you. Anything you can do, I can do better, perhaps, is what Mackey's thinking right now.
That's just a great hit. That's just a great hit.
21-17 now. Addison Heidemann the serve. Davis set, and Addie Norman almost knocks Mimi Davis down there, but Mountaineers recover. And that spike blocked right there. Lou Johnson and Bella Hutchins there to deny that one.
App State is only down 4.5. Unfortunately, JMU is 4 points off from taking the set. Mountaineers need to just focus up and take these next couple of
21-18, Mountaineers still behind 3. Now it's 4. And a kill there from Anna Wilson. The junior middle blocker standing 6'3". She'll get the chance to serve now. And we'll have to see if the Mountaineers can get back in this one in a tough spot. Morris with dig, set by Heidemann. And that one barely just spins over the net from Kiana Mackey.
She's coming out of that timeout. Kiana Mackey has been playing incredible.
Definitely not the way you expect to get your points. It's having a little revolution over the net, but you'll take them, and Mackey will serve. That one smacked hard by Addie Norman. Mimi Davis went for it, couldn't get it. Score is now 23-19. JMU just 2 points away from ending the set. Melissa Ilter checked back in now. It'll be Grace Winrick to serve for JMU. Mountaineers shifted to their right now. Dig from Davis, set by Heidemann. And a strong hit there from Lou Johnson. Scores 23-20, Mountaineers behind 3.
App State and JMU have been trading points for a while now. App State's got to break something. They have to just break through. They can't keep trading points.
Mimi Davis, libero with the serve. And a diving save there helps JMU get that one over the net, and it's a... No, the referee saw that one stay out of bounds. It'll be 24-20, set point for the Dukes.
App State, they got to take this one. They're not out of it. They're not out of it by any means. But this is what I was talking about with the point trading. You can't trade points when you're down. You've got to get through.
And not with the team as good as this one. We'll see now Sydney Lewis to serve. Dig from Morris, set by Heidemann. And a block attempt there from Ione Hall, but Winterhoff just too strong and powers that one through. 21-24, Mountaineers still trying to claw back.
Yeah, you can tell App State knows they're not out of this game yet. They know they're still in this set and that they can get back, and they're going to do everything they can to take it.
JMU shifting to the right for DeForn here. She will get the right to serve. Dig from Davis. And that block goes over, and that gives JMU the set, 25-21. I mean, you have to wonder if those miscues from earlier are the main downfall of the Mountaineers in this set.
Yeah, I mean, I would say so. You lose by 4 points, and 2 of those were just serves that went too far. So you got to wonder, you know, in the break, you got to talk about the little things, right? I mean, when they came out of the timeout early in the set, App State looked a lot better. But then they just started to lose it a little bit. If they can tighten up and just fix those little issues that they have, they can easily still win this 3-1.
And speaking of breaks, we'll take a quick break here, and we'll be right back with you after this. All right, welcome back. Getting ready for the second set now. Mountaineers, having lost that first set to JMU, really just off their own miscues, even though they clawed back strongly there at the end. And what do you think is going to be the key for them in the second set, already being down 1?
I think it's just the miscues. Again, 4 points was all that kept them from taking that set. And off the top of my head, I can count 3 points that were just little mistakes. 2 serves that they just threw over, and then a dig that they just hit incorrectly and went straight into the net. Those are 3 points right there that went to JMU that could have gone to App. So
for the Mountaineers, the lineup out there right now is Maya Winterhoff, Allie Morris, Addison Heidemann, Kiana Mackey, Bella Hutchins, and Lou Johnson to start out this second set.
Kiana Mackey has been playing very strong today.
Yeah, 5 kills for her, 71% on her hitting percentage. She's just been a key player, but we'll have to see if she, along with the other Mountaineers, can turn the tide in this one. And for JMU, it's been Kennedy Lewisell and Addie Norman just taking the spotlight without a shadow of a doubt. 4 kills for each of them. It's been much more of an individual showing for JMU as opposed to a team showing. But regardless, the Mountaineers are behind, and it'll be Sydney Lewis to serve to start off this second set. Set from Lewis. Davis with the dig, set by Heidemann. Lou Johnson tips that one back over, and she gets the kill for it as well. That spike attempt turned into another deflection. She was able to easily tip over. Mountaineers up 1 so far to start this set.
I really like that point. It just felt like App State was in control the whole time. It felt like JMU couldn't do a single thing that they wanted.
Kiana Mackey with the serve now. That one's set. We've seen a lot from Lewis Elf. Failed to get the kill there. Allie Morris with that attempt. And a diving save there from Davis gets over the net. And it ends up not mattering as Lewis L hits that one over. Get her 5th kill of the night.
Yeah, I mean, amazing save by Davis. Just incredible. Unfortunately, JMU saw an empty spot where Davis should have been, and they took advantage of it.
Mountaineers shifting to the right now. Shelby Davis will serve. Set up by Davis. It's Morris with the hit there. And a little miscue from Wilson. Just looked like she miscalculated the ball's flight. And that makes the score 2-1 Mountaineers. It'll be Mimi Davis to serve.
And that's kind of what we saw from App State in the first set, only it just happened to JMU. And so App State gets a lucky break from just a bad hit.
A little bit of Murphy's Law going on right now as Mimi Davis overhits that serve, and that makes it 2-2. We talked about miscues during the break, and there's another example of one.
Yeah, and that's the 3rd overhit serve of the day, and something's got to change. That's not going to win you games.
We'll have to see what happens now as Jordan Smart to serve yet again. More, it's Diggs, Heidemann. An attempt there, goes over. And a block there from Allie Morris. Maya Winterhoff also there. Scores 3-2 Mountaineers.
That's an amazing block. You know, JMU jumps up to spike it, and there's just a wall. It's just a mountain right there stopping them from hitting it over.
It'll be Bella DeForn to serve now. Dig there from Lewis. That one, another kill from Lewis L. That seemed almost aimed for Mimi Davis' ankle. Her 6th kill of the night, and Lewis L will get the right to serve now as well. Lewis L with the serve. Davis with yet another dig, set by Heidemann. And a hard hit there from Maya Winterhoff. Just too much for JMU players to handle, and they'll get at the side out for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, Winterhoff has been playing incredible. I mean, you can tell every hit that she has, she wants this win. She wants to win this game.
On to Tumazatis in now for JMU. That one's set, and a hard hit there from Tumazatis. Nothing doing though. JMU blocks that one, but recovered by the Mountaineers and blocked again, but just over the line, and that'll give the Mountaineers the point.
Yeah, Kiana Mackey, I know I've said her name a lot, but she's playing incredible. Right there, she hit the ball, it got blocked. She landed on her feet and recovered the block.
Just relentless pressure from Mackey. She gets the dig here. Morris hard hit, Davis libero recovers. Tumazatis spike denied. That one's set. And Addie Norman with yet another kill.
Yeah, I found myself looking right towards the referee after that one. I had no idea whether that was in or out.
Yeah,
that was just a really good hit.
Yeah, that one barely stayed on the corner. That's exactly what you want. It'll be Anna Wilson, the middle blocker, to serve now. Dig by DeForn, set by Heidemann. Another spike from Mackey, too much power. And that'll get the Mountaineers to a 6-4 score.
Mackey in her senior year, boy, is she talented.
She transferred in from Georgia State last year. It has made her impact very much felt on the season. Coming into this game, 72 kills.
She's just added 7 so far.
Winterhoff's serve goes over, and that puts the score to 6-5. App still ahead 1, but still needing to keep things tight. Winrick the serve now. Strong hit there, DeForn. And just an underhit spike there from Johnson. Heidemann tried to set her up. Scores 6-all now.
It's just more miscues.
Small miscues just killing the Mountaineers, as you've been saying. Forn set by Heidemann. Mackey, another spike. That one blocked. Heidemann sets again. Mackey will try again. Set there by Davis. Ilter denied by Kiana Mackey. Lou Johnson also there. Kiana Mackey just putting constant pressure on the Dukes. Score is 7-6 Mountaineers.
Yeah, no, App State, they feel different right now. But like I said, they can't just be great. They need JMU to give up a little. Not give up, but just give in.
Davis sets. And that spike over hit there. Anna Tumazatis there, just too much power. Scores now 8-6 Mountaineers.
I think they awarded the point to JMU. Yeah, they gave that one to JMU.
Surprise there.
From where me and you are sitting, we're really close to the ball. That looked out.
Spike there by Johnson, no good. And a block that goes over the line again. Lewis L putting the pressure on the Mountaineers there. Scores now 8-7, JMU ahead. Sydney Lewis serve now. Dig there, Heidemann. Kiana Mackey, another soft little hit over. Lewis L going right over to the other scores table to retrieve that one. Stays in. And Johnson just barely managing to deceive the JMU defense and make it 8-all.
Yeah, that's just good from App State. They applied pressure, and it felt like JMU was just playing catch-up, just trying to get back into position, but App State wouldn't let them.
Yeah, had 3 players diving for it, and none of them managed to come up with it. It will be Kiana Mackey to serve now. Dig there from Lewis L. Spike attempt. Mimi Davis tried to recover that one, and the point will go to JMU.
Yeah, and it seemed like Kiana Mackey was also going for the same ball, and just Mimi Davis hit it.
Perhaps a bit of miscommunication there. Davis libero with the save. Dig there by Farthing. JMU with it now. And Melissa Ilter overhits that one, make it 9-all. Say what you want about this game right now, but you can't say it isn't close.
No, it's been incredibly close, especially this set. I mean, neck and neck the whole time.
Yeah, neutrals have to be loving this one. It looks like take a brief moment and be taken by Sutton to talk to his team here. And I really want to get your perspective, you know, looking at this JMU roster. Of course, we've seen the 8 kills from Lewis L., but it's a really well-rounded team. And you mentioned how they're injury-plagued last season. How far do you think they'll go, and how much of a threat do you think they'll pose to the Mountaineers going forward?
You know, they're 7-5 right now. But they're on a 4-game win streak. They were 3-5, but they've just taken their last 4, and their last 2, the other teams didn't get a set. Now, I know they didn't play against big-name schools for those last 4, but 4 wins in a row is still 4 wins in a row. I would not be surprised if they took a game against the Mountaineers. I think the Mountaineers are still going to get one, for sure. But JMU is a very strong team that was disappointed last year with how they were injured. So they're eager to get back out there this year and prove that they are still a really dominant team.
Of course, the history between these two teams, Mountaineers have won the last 2 meetings against JMU, 6-6. It's the overall record since 1981. And we'll have to see if the Mountaineers can add win number 7 in their history against JMU. And we really just have to see if some of this miscommunication, some of these errors get cleaned up by the Mountaineers, because that seems to really be the only thing stopping them. We get a review here.
Oh, yeah, I think he challenged it.
Yeah, and indeed, it does look like it goes out. JMU challenged there, but nothing doing. So the error against Melissa Ilter will stand. It'll be Mimi Davis to serve. Another attempt there from Ilter. That one deflected by the Mountaineers and goes over the line. 10-9 JMU.
And Ilter is just so tall. App State struggles to just reach up to where she can get to. And it makes it so when she's hitting it down, she's hitting the top of the Mountaineers' hands. And so when they tip the ball, it just goes out rather than blocking it.
Red Shirt Jr. from Bursa Turkey so far. That's her first. That's a kill for her. Heidemann hit hard there by Winterhoff. Mountaineers go up for the block. That one just barely stays in. It's 11-9 JMU.
And JMU looks like they're trying to pull away here. I'm really interested in what the Mountaineers are going to do to not let something like last set happen, where JMU just built up a small lead and they're able to go point for point with App State.
Jordan Smart to serve again for JMU. Up that one goes. No shift from Mountaineers. Good diving dig from Farthing there. Winterhoff set by Heidemann, and a soft little hit over. JMU recovers it and gets it back over the net. Heidemann and Allie Davis blocked there by Addie Norman and Anna Wilson.
Yeah, and JMU is starting to pull away. This could be terrible for the Mountaineers. I mean, if they just let JMU continue like this, you can't go down 2-0. You can't go down 2-0.
Yeah, small leagues can become big leagues. You have to remember that. And Winterhoff with the kill again. How many, like I said earlier, how many times will we say that tonight? Kurt scored 10-12, Mountaineers behind 2. And that's Winterhoff's 5th kill of the night, excuse me.
And talk about a point App State needed. One more, and JMU is on a run. So you needed that point. You needed that stop. They got it.
Hit over there by Norman. Nothing doing, though. And a high dig there from Davis. That hits off the Jumbotron and comes back down. You don't see that every single day.
No, you do not.
Point App State 11-12 with the Jumbotron installed after the home center's construction giving a bit of help.
Yeah, can we add them on the box score, get them an assist? I feel like the Jumbotron needs to be credited for that one.
DeForn with the serve now. Wilson tried to get the kill there, nothing doing. Winterhoff with the soft hit over. And Lewis L. gets another deflected kill, already her 10th of the night, and we're only in the second set.
Yeah, and App State hit that one. You know, they tapped it, still went out. You know, you wonder if they didn't tap it, is that a point for App State?
Potentially just too much power to handle, though, and it'll be Lewis L. to serve. Dig there from DeForn, set by Heidemann, and hit strongly by Winterhoff. Nothing doing, though. 4 hits there from JMU, and that'll get the Mountaineers the point. Allie Morris having a brief word with Chad Sutton, perhaps discussing strategy. JMU shifting there right now. Perhaps trying to guess what way Allie Morris will hit it.
Yeah, and Kiana Mackey just checked in for Caroline Farthing.
More offensive approach from Mountaineers now. And that dig just very much under hit by Tumazatis.
Yeah, it feels like JMU is starting to make a lot of the same mistakes we saw App make in that first set. And we know that'll kill them.
Just a sloppy game so far, 13-13 current score. Morris serve again. Dig from Lewis L. That one's set up by Davis. Tumazatis is denied. And a little bit of a confusing moment there, but the Mountaineers get it over. And that one overhit, and now award the Mountaineers the point, 13-14.
Yeah, App State takes a lead. They needed this run, right? They needed this run. And now all the pressure is on JMU, and how are they going to respond to App State?
Morris to serve again. Davis with the dig. Tumazatis tries to get the kill there, nothing doing. Mackey replies. Tumazatis with the set. Addie Norman hits that one strongly. Heidemann tried. No, not Heidemann. DeForn, excuse me, went for that one. Just too much power.
And now JMU ties up the game once again, 14-14.
Anna Wilson with the serve now. Amy Davis, Heidemann, and Winterhoff. Just too much power for Anna Wilson to handle. And it's 15-14, and JMU will take a timeout here.
And you look at how Winterhoff hit the ball. It was great accuracy. Got it to a spot where JMU couldn't reach down and fully dig it.
Yeah, and that's Winterhoff's biggest strength. She surpassed Mackey now for kills on the game with 8. We see that a lot with Winterhoff. She does a great job placing her spikes low and making it very hard to go get them.
And it just gives you so much appreciation for the game of volleyball and how difficult it is. Not only do you have to be making these split-second decisions, but then the accuracy to just, you're hitting the ball with your hand, right? You're not using 2 hands, just one.
It really does put into perspective how skilled these players really are. Because really, in my opinion, this is the only sport where you're responding to deflections more than any other. Deflections are more or less part of the game. Of course, that's played a factor in this one. Current score 15-14 Mountaineers. Looking at some stats right now, 4 service errors for the Mountaineers, none for JMU. And that's been the reason JMU's been able to keep it close and be ahead currently.
Yeah.
It's just been miscues from Mountaineers that need to get cleaned up. And we'll see if they are going to get cleaned up as Winterhoff will prepare to serve now. JMU shifts to the left, trying to account for Winterhoff's serve now. Dig there from Lewis L. Tumazatis hits that one just staying in, according to the referee, and it's 15-all.
Yeah. Looked into me. That's a great hit from JMU.
Of course, as we know, the referee has a better position to see it than we do.
Absolutely. You got to respect his call.
Serve from JMU now. And that one perhaps just a set that was overhit, but JMU could not deal with it. 16-15 Mountaineers.
Yeah. Just looked like they didn't maybe spike it how they wanted to.
Perhaps we're expecting another hit from the Mountaineers that didn't come. Heidemann the serve now. Dig from Tumazatis, set. Tumazatis will hit that one. Davis dove for it. Referee says she did get a touch to it, and it's 16-all now.
This is a really close set right here, Michael. I could not tell you who's going to win it, but there is a missed serve by JMU.
Bit of commentator's curse, or as we jokingly call it, 16-17 Mountaineers now.
Yeah, JMU right into the net. That's going to give App State some momentum.
Mackey with the serve now. Dig from the libero. Oh, Davis doesn't go too well. Just hits it over to the sideline. And Mountaineers will get the point.
And it looks like that's going to be a timeout.
JMU will take the timeout now. And with that timeout, score 16-18. You know, it's really interesting to see how we were talking about the Mountaineers making mistakes. Now JMU is starting to make some mistakes, and perhaps just an infectious disease spreading between these two teams.
Yeah, who's ever on that left side of the court can't seem to get it together. Even with that being said, though, JMU is only down 2 with App State 7 points from the set. So clearly still anyone's game, but 2 miscues by James Madison was enough for their coach to call timeout.
Yeah, it is never over until the public address announcer announces that the game is over. As we know, a lot can happen in volleyball, a lot can happen in every sport, but especially with App State volleyball. It will be Kiana Mackey to serve now, get us back underway. I don't believe we've seen in Kennedy Louiselle get subbed out for JMU at all. This entire game, Melissa Ilter back in. Ian Neal also back in for JMU. App sticking with the same lineup. Set there, Louiselle tries to get her 11th kill of the game. Nothing doing there though. And a strong hit there from Bella Hutchins. A little bit of a Michael Jordan style shrug from her as well. 16-19 Mountaineers.
And App State looks like they are having fun right now. And when the other team looks like they're having fun, you know they're playing well.
Mackey to serve once more. Dig there from JMU. Set up. Ilter will get another shot at that one. Davis sets up. Morris will get that one back over. Trying to deceive the Mountaineer defense there. And that one just barely given to the Mountaineers.
Mimi Davis with another incredible save. This time it goes well. JMU calls another timeout. The run that App State is on, 2 points, JMU calls timeout. 2 more points, they call timeout again. JMU doesn't have any more timeouts. They're down 4. App State is 5 points from the set, and everything is going App State's way.
Yeah, the kill there by Allie Morris. And the assist there from Addison Heidemann. As we mentioned before the game, 82 assists, so it was a bit of a surprise to see a Contreras get the start, but seems to be more of a strategy deal from Chad Sutton. Speaking of Chad Sutton, how impressive has he been coming from Mercer, bringing Mimi Davis and Lou Johnson with him? And it's clear that he's had an inspirational effect on this Mountaineers team that was already very strong.
Yeah, no, I mean, last year, obviously, they went 18-10. Good record, good record. They start out the year 9-2 coming into today's game. They can make it 10-2, which would just be an insane start.
They just have to continue on with this momentum as Kiana Mackey will get ready to serve now.
Sutton clearly knows what he's doing. He's clearly trying to change this into a really well-oiled machine, and so far he's done a great job.
Yeah, trying to turn the Mountaineers into a powerhouse. Kiana Mackey now. Dig there from JMU. Ian Neal went up for that one, but Louiselle will be the one to get it, and she gets the kill. 17-20, currently JMU getting the serve.
Yeah, and Heidemann just couldn't get that one. Couldn't get the dig.
Davis to serve now. And that one hit strongly, but too far over the sideline, and as the referee, it's 20-18.
JMU starting to close that gap. That's got to be scary for App State. They want to put another point on the board. They want to maintain this lead.
Davis, another serve. Dig from App State. Set up by Heidemann. Morris with a good hit there. That one set up for JMU. Lewis L. That one comes straight over towards us. Mimi Davis tried to save that one, but to no avail. 19-20.
Got very scared that ball was going to hit me there, Michael. Got very scared.
And that'll be Chad Sutton to take a timeout. And, I mean, I think we have to talk about Lewis L. You know, with that one there. 12 kills already on this game is just unbelievable.
That's so impressive. 12 games. We're not even done with the second set yet. And so you're thinking, you know, JMU comes out of that timeout. You know, they're down for 3 straight points. App State says timeout time.
I think what we're going to see going forward is there's going to be 2 Mountaineers following Lewis L. on whatever side of the court she goes to, and I think that's the strategy they're going to have to employ just to shut her down. Yeah,
obviously now you're undermanned on the rest of the court, but if you can shut her down, 12 kills, Addie Norman has the second most on the team with 6, which Lewis L. is keeping this team in this game. So taking her out of it, just putting 2 people on her wherever she is, that can shift the game.
Of course, for Lewis L., 232 kills coming into this game, 5.1 kills a set, and I mean, she has surpassed that average already in this one. Very much something for App State to worry about. Davis will serve now. Dig there from Farthing. And Bella Hutchins just hits that one over the sideline. Scores tied now at 20. 3-0 run, right, 4-0 run now, sorry, for JMU.
Yeah, this is not looking good for App State. JMU has a lot of the momentum. App State was not able to change it coming out of the timeout.
Hold on now. Heidemann and got that one to Lou Johnson. Ilter denied. Allie Morris and Lou Johnson both there, and Mountaineers take the lead back and end that run.
They're going to award the point to the Dukes, I think.
Not entirely sure why, but regardless,
I think
now it's 21 and 21 after a serving error.
I think one of the Mountaineers got over the net.
Yeah, perhaps so. Hard to see from here. But it's 21-21 regardless now, and it's Mimi Davis to serve for the Mountaineers. Dig there from JMU. Ilter will try and hit that one. She gets denied. JMU will get another shot at it. Lewis L. Stop there. And a soft little hit there from Allie Morris. And that will get Mountaineers to a 22-21 lead right now.
This has been a really tight game. Anytime a team pushes away, the other one closes it. And it's coming down to the wire here. App State has the 1-point lead, but JMU can easily come back and win this.
Mimi Davis, that serve. Dig by Lewis L. That one hit up high. And Lewis L. Mimi Davis. That one hit well by Bella Hutchins. It's recovered there, JMU. And Lewis L. soft little hit over the net. Mountaineers recover. That one hit high for Lewis L. again. Good rally going here. Bella Hutchins, as that one slightly blocked. Mimi Davis, Allie Morris, and that's a kill for your Mountaineers, 23-21.
What a volley. I mean, I was on the edge of my seat with that one. Anytime it looked like one side might get a point, there was just always someone there. And every time Lewis L. touches the ball, you're thinking she might score this one. She might get the kill here. But App State prevailed. Mountaineers 2 points away from taking the set.
Ilter being subbed out now for number 11, and Sarah Schnell, 6'3" from Pembroke Pines, Florida. As we mentioned, very tall roster for JMU. Mimi Davis serve. That one just hits the net. Another error that the Mountaineers need to clean up, and it's 22-23. JMU will get the serve.
Yeah, this is not the time to make those mistakes. You're 2 points away from tying up the sets. This is not the time to do it. You need to be focused here.
Jordan Smart with the serve. And speaking of focus and serving errors, JMU will pick up one of their own, 24-22. It's set point for the Mountaineers.
I guess JMU felt bad. They said, you know, whatever you can do, I can do better. And now the Mountaineers, the crowd is on their feet. It is 24-22, set point for App State.
Serving now is Bella DeForn. Dig there from JMU. That one's set up. Lewis L. denied in that, but that one does go back over the sideline, and it's 24-23. This one's still too close to call.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the arena is on their feet. They want to see App State take this one home, but JMU is not quitting.
Lewis L. with the serve. Dig by Davis. Heidemann. That one's set up from Morris, and JMU will recover. Lewis L. with another hit over. Heidemann. Winterhoff! And that is set point for your Mountaineers. 25-23. Mountaineers are back in this one.
Who else but Maya Winterhoff to get that point to close out the set? It's only fitting that she gets it.
And we've seen so much co-op play this season between Heidemann and in Winterhoff, especially between those two. It's just a well-oiled machine, as you mentioned earlier, with Chad Sutton. And we'll be right back for more Mountaineers volleyball after this quick break.
And welcome back to Mountaineer Volleyball. The sets are tied 1-1. The first one went to James Madison. It was 21-25. The second one goes to App State 25-23. We've had some very close matchups so far. Anyone could take this next one. I'm here with Michael Santiago. My name's Ben Bruni, and we are ready for set 3, my apologies, to start.
And if you're just joining us, we have had an absolute belter of a game so far. Definitely one the neutrals would enjoy, as both sets have been very, very close.
The storyline so far for this game has been Kennedy Louiselle for JMU Volleyball. She has 13 kills at the end of 2 sets.
And for the Mountaineers, it's Kiana Mackey and Maya Winterhoff with 7 and 8 kills respectively. And we'll have to see what happens now. And it'll be Addie Heidemann to serve to open up. And, you know, I've had the opportunity to sit down with Addie Heidemann and, you know, very introspective mind to the game, gets around the court very well. She kind of reminds me of, you know, a box-to-box midfielder, if you will, someone who really covers the entire court, and it just feels like there's no space for the other team to hide a spike from her, or hide a serve, or anything like that.
Yeah. Now this game has come down to whichever team makes the most mistakes. First it was App State, then it was JMU. Heidemann gonna serve this one. It's a good dig, set, spike, and it's a point for JMU.
That's Aya Nial with the kill there.
JMU takes the first point of set 3. Obviously just 1 point, but Michael, what did you see from that?
I mean, I just saw good coordination from JMU.
Davis sets it. And they're going to call it a point. Kiana Mackey bringing the hammer down. Mackey now with 8 kills on the game.
Just way too much power for JMU to handle there.
They couldn't react to it. Now Mackey up to serve. And JMU cannot save the serve from Mackey.
Yeah, there was a good dig there, but it just looked like JMU unable to get to that miss-hit dig.
Yeah, again, comes down to who is going to make the most mistakes. Mackey serving again, good dig. It's a set, spike, saved, but goes over.
And that's just an overhit dig there from Mimi Davis. Just came in from way too much power with Louiselle. Scores 2-2 currently.
Yeah, I mean, right idea, just too much power, like you said. Now JMU is going to be set up to serve. It's going to be Jordan Smart. There goes the whistle. Smart on the serve. They have the set. They have the spike, and it is not a good dig from JMU. App State is going to get the point for that one.
Julia McNeely just unable to handle that one. Too much power there. And that kill awarded to Bella Hutchins, and another assist from Addison Heidemann.
And now Mimi Davis going to fire off this serve and blocked at the net by App State. JMU gets a good hit, but Mimi's there to save it. App State over the net. JMU playing catch up. They get it over. App with the spike.
Oh my God, a headshot there from Maya Winterhoff, and the points awarded to JMU because of it.
The headshot to Winterhoff then went back over the net. App State was just so confused and honestly in a little bit of worry, because that was a powerful hit that got her. But the ball just goes right back over the net. It lands in play. No App State players are there to catch it. JMU gets the point. And
thankfully the JMU player is okay. It'll be Louiselle to serve.
Louiselle, such a dangerous player this game. So far, my MVP. App State recovers. They send the spike. It's going to get called out. It's going to be JMU point.
4-3 JMU. Just too much power there from Winterhoff.
Yeah. Dukes go up 4-3 as Louiselle once again gets ready to serve. Louiselle fires it off. Good dig by App. Mimi sets it up. Spike is saved. JMU can't get the kill. Set up again by App. And it's going to be at point. The block still went over.
Yeah, over the sideline there. Again, just too much power.
Two Mazzatos could not save that one. So App State is going to tie up the game 4-4. And now
that kill awarded to Bella Hutchins and Bella DeForn to serve. Good set there. Attempt there. Nothing doing. Allie Morris, soft little hit over. And nothing doing there for Addie Norman, App State point.
And it looked like on the first hit, the first attempt, the first attack by JMU, the ball got bundled up in the App State's players and made it a really soft drop. Bella DeForn now is going to get ready to serve. Fires it off. Good dig by James Madison. They go for the attack. They can't get it to go. It's blocked by App State. They try again. App State blocks it, but it goes out of bounds, bouncing off of Winterhoff's head over to the broadcasting stand.
Just too much power there from Tumazatis, and now it will be Anna Wilson to serve.
Yeah, and JMU's going to take that all day long. Score is tied as App State gets the dig. It's an attack over. Blocked by JMU. App State hits it over. Set up. Spiked by Madison. Deep ball. Mimi tries to save. And the ball's back in play from out of bounds. JMU goes for an attack, and they get it that time. What an effort by Mimi Davis and Bella DeForn to save that ball. Bella is hitting it backwards 180 from out of bounds to save that ball, and she gets it in. That's the amazing effort you want to see out of App State. They may not have got the point, but they put in the effort. JMU now ready to serve. It's a clean serve, clean dig. Set up. Take the attack. Madison's turn. And they are over the net. That's going to be two Mazzatos just reaching too far, overextending, gets over the net. And it's going to be point to App State.
Allie Morris to serve now. She's got 4 kills on this game.
She's had a quiet game, but she has been there. She has been attacking for App State, keeping the pressure on James Madison. And Madison attacks. It's going to go over App State's point. App State takes the lead 7-6 in set 3.
Yeah, just too much power there from Aya Neal.
And now, once again, Allie Morris up to serve it. Gets it over, clean serve. Big spike, but it's saved by Mimi Davis. No, but it goes out of bounds. Davis has had so many incredible saves this game, but some of them just haven't landed where you want them to.
Yeah, just landing on her wrists awkwardly, more likely than not. And score is now 7-7. That one did get over the net, but it went over the sideline as well.
Madison serves. App State attacks, but what a block by James Madison. Kiana Mackey couldn't even get the ball out of her hand. She landed holding the ball.
And that was Sarah Schnell with that block. And now it will be Grace Winrick to serve.
Winrick, apologies.
Dig there, set up by Heidemann. Mackey, quick little soft serve there. Spike, I should say, my apologies. It's 8-all.
Great effort by Mackey to get it over. Just kind of lofting it over the blocker's arms. Now it's going to be Maya Winterhoff up to serve it.
Looks like JMU shifting over to their left.
Winterhoff, clean serve, good dig by Madison. They get it over. It's going to have to be quite the save from App State. They get it off. JMU going to try to keep pressure. It was a light touch. App State got the point. Not quite sure what happened.
Referee ruled that JMU's player's arm went over the net there.
Point for App State then. we're going to take those.
Scores 9-8 now, App's favor, and Winterhoff serve once more. Good dig there.
They are keeping the pressure up. Great save from Allie Morris.
And another arm over the net for JMU. The miscues starting to haunt them now.
Yeah, JMU needs to clean it up. It feels like they think they should be pulling away, but they're not. Maybe they're getting a little too desperate for points. They're starting to just make tiny little mistakes, and it's costing them. Winterhoff on the serve. JMU on the attack. It's out of bounds. Another just miscue and little error from JMU.
You could see what Aya Neal wanted to do there. She wanted to put it right in front of the net, and a timeout taken there from JMU.
And you can't blame them. They're just miscue after miscue. Something needs to change.
And that's been the story for both teams, just strings of miscues, but at the same time, star performances as well. Kiana Mackey now 10 kills. And Kennedy Lewis-L's kind of gone a little bit quiet here, wouldn't you agree?
I would say in the second set, yeah, or third set, my apologies. Yeah, she not the same impact we've come to expect from her.
Yeah, and perhaps that could be chalked up to Coach Sutton's game plan. We've seen those two players that we mentioned just following her now.
Yeah. JMU needs to change something, clearly, because, you know, they're staying in it. Like, it's a close game, only 3 points. But App State's on a 4-0 scoring run, and by those 4 points alone, you'd think James Madison wouldn't have scored a point. They looked just not like a real team. So something needs to change with them if they want to bring this one back.
And I think the other things, the Mountaineers have cleaned up their service errors. Only 5 now to JMU's 3.
That's going to be huge.
We were talking about earlier how JMU were not making a ton of mistakes, but now it seems like they're starting to catch back up with the Mountaineers in that category.
Yeah.
And that is not the category you want to catch back up with the Mountaineers on. You want to catch them in the wins and losses.
Yeah. When JMU came out here today, I talked about how much fun they looked like they were having, how their energy was high. I just am not seeing that same team these past few points. App State is all smiles, though. They are loving this right now.
3 up front for App right now. Winterhoff at the serve. Set up, and Tumazatis denied there. Tumazatis will try again, and this time she will get it. Allie Morris trying to get that one, but unsuccessful in doing so. Score is 9-11, App ahead.
And that's what JMU really needed right there. Just a good point, just to get the spirits back up. It's a serve. App State on the attack. Mackey can't get the point. JMU's turn, fires a heater, and Mimi Davis just can't get there in time. That's going to be point JMU. They're bringing it back now, 11-10.
Yeah, Heidemann and Lou Johnson both tried to stop up that kill from Tumazatis as it scored to.
Sydney Lewis had this serve. Mackey on the attack, overshot it by a mile.
And my mistake about that last one, and the kill was awarded to Lewis-L like I had initially thought it was.
Lewis-L trying to get back into this game. Kiana Mackey has had a stellar game, but just a miscue there. A serve now by Heidemann. Clean serve, good dig by JMU. They get the setup. They fire off an attack. Davis saves it. Setup from Heidemann, attack by Morris, and it's tipped at the goal, at the net, my apologies, by JMU. Ends up going out of bounds, so point to App State. They're going to award that kill to Allie Morris.
Yeah, we talked about the impact she could have on this game. 5 kills for her now, and Heidemann serve again. Oh my God.
And a huge miscue by JMU.
Neal just knocks over, that was Sydney Lewis, and they both went for it, neither able to get it. Both hitting the deck there, 10-14 App ahead.
And that's just lack of communication. You can't have that right now. It's going to be a serve by Heidemann. Gets over the net barely. JMU goes for the attack. Good block. Set up for JMU. Gets it over. Mimi with the setup blocked. Mimi gets it over. Sydney Lewis.
Neal denied! Oh my goodness! Talk about a play from the Mountaineers there.
And you can see it. Smiles on all their faces. They are having fun. JMU calls timeout again.
The block assist scored there to Bella Hutchins and Lou Johnson.
The Dukes have to come out of here strong, right? They're out of timeout. Let's say App State picks up momentum out of it. JMU has no timeout anymore to stop it. App's up 5 on a 4-0 scoring run. JMU needs a response. Louiselle had some great hits there, but just couldn't get it done.
And Steinbreaker just trying to break the momentum. We've seen a lot of preventative measures from her. A lot of these timeouts seem to be trying to just break any run App State forms. And we'll see if it breaks the run here from the Mountaineers. It's 4-0 scoring run for your Mountaineers as of right now.
I think a big start would be putting pressure on App State. I feel like everything they throw at App, they're just hitting with ease. They're returning it with ease. And then they fire off haters. JMU just they need to apply some pressure.
Perhaps just need to rely on some familiar faces here. Louiselle still in the game. Sarah Schnell checked back in.
It's going to be Heidemann serving for the Mountaineers. It's going to be a good save by Louiselle. Back to Heidemann, who gives it to Davis. Davis sets it up for Hutchins, who fires a heater over to JMU, making the score 16-10. And that is what you don't want to see if you're JMU. App State comes out of that timeout unfazed.
And that was just a thunderous hit from Hutchins now. Heidemann to serve.
Good serve. Louiselle gets set up, blocked at the net. Good save by JMU. 2 bodies on the floor. Morris hits it over. It's a spike. JMU can't get a good attack going. Davis hits it over. Saved by JMU. Set up again. Louiselle with the kill shot.
16 kills now for Louiselle. We were talking about earlier how App needs to plan around her and plan around stopping her in particular. It's her placement and power that is just the main concern for App State right now.
They are trying to get Louiselle an attack whenever they can. Now Shelby Davis is getting ready to serve for JMU. It's 11-16 in App's favor. It's a good hit by Morris. Heidemann gives it up to Davis. JMU saves it. Spike by Louiselle. Davis sets it up. And Mackey gets it over, gets the point. App State has 16.
To correct you there, that one had hit the side pole, went over, and they awarded the point to JMU. Score 16-12. Mountaineers are still ahead, but needing to take a quick word of the timeout taken by Coach Sutton.
Yes, thank you for that correction. I also said Davis when I should have said Mackey on an attack. So my apologies there. But here, App State taking a timeout. Leaves 1 timeout left in the game.
1 timeout left in the set.
My apologies.
And of course, like we mentioned earlier, Louiselle now with 16 kills, Mackey with 11. It seems to be an individual duel between those two, but I think the main story is the fact that JMU only have 3 players with over 5 kills, those being Norman, Tumazatis, and Louiselle. Meanwhile, the Mountaineers have 4 players over 5 and have Lou Johnson on 3, so she'll likely cross that 5 mark soon. And I think that's the main story of the game. App's attack just a lot more spread out than JMU's.
Yeah, I would say so. You know, App knows, hey, if that ball is heading towards Louiselle, get ready for a block. Where if it's going to some other players, you know it's not going to be a big attack. They know who's bringing the thunder on JMU. They have them down. They have their number. It's going to be Shelby Davis up to serve.
Good dig there, Morris.
Davis It's a good save. Set up for who else but Luisel, and she just hits it way too far over. Point's gonna be App State.
12-17 now for your Mountaineers. Kiana Mackey to serve.
Mackey gets it over. Luisel set up, and that's going to be out of bounds again. App State gets the point. Luisel now back-to-back miscues, just hitting it out. Powerful hits, just not good enough. And now Kiana Mackey back up to serve.
That was Luisel's third attack error of the game, by the way. And speaking of errors, Kiana Mackey just can't get that serve over. Scores now 13-18, still App ahead.
And you know, JMU needs to close this gap because App State has gone on some pretty good runs so far. And if they get another one, it'd be bad news bears for JMU. But now we got Rebecca Watkins up to serve. Good hit by Morris. Set up.
And a strong hit there. Take a bow, take several bows right there, Bella Hutchins.
That's a great hit.
Just too much power, fantastically placed in the middle of the entire JMU team.
Mimi Davis up to serve now. And it's set up. And it's in. That's going to be Addie Norman. Another powerful star for JMU, hitting that one over, getting the point there.
And you know, it's been a little while since we even called Addie Norman's name, but she's back on the board now.
And Luisel up to serve.
Oh! And a strong hit there from Winterhoff, and that will get the point. I mean, we hope that Julia McNeely's okay, but
we heard that. We heard that. Like you heard a thunderous boom.
And that power is Winterhoff's calling card. Without a shadow of a doubt, that's what she's been known for all these years with App State.
DeForn now up to serve the ball. JMU gets a nice little hit. Winterhoff was there to block it. Davis gets a dig. Set up by Heidemann. Winterhoff hits it over.
And a good rally going here for the Mountaineers. Allie Davis hits it strongly. Too much for Luisel to handle. And scores now 14-21 Mountaineers.
And that's a great hit from Allie Morris. And App State up 7 points on JMU. JMU's got to get something going here.
Already 30 assists for Addison Heidemann.
What a game.
Set up for JMU now. Tumazatis there gets the kill. Trying to close the gap a little bit here. 15-21, App still ahead.
Yeah, and you just mentioned Heidemann's 30 assists. And we're in the third set. That's crazy.
Yeah, Heidemann's been on a hot streak now. If we count this game as well into what we mentioned earlier, she has 112 of assists in the last 3 games.
App State.
Morris tried to hit that one over, just too much direction on that one. Scores now 16-21.
And they're giving James Madison some hope. That's not what you want. Right here, App State needs to take a kill shot. They got to crush him.
Serve now from JMU. Good dig there by Farthing.
Heidemann sets up Morris.
And just looked like perhaps in 2 minds about what she wanted to do, try and get that dig, and another point for JMU as the Mountaineers will take their last timeout of the set.
And believe it or not, Luisel got the assist right there.
Yeah, we've been calling her name for getting the kill shot a lot of times, but, you know, seems like the rest of JMU starting to step up a little bit. Still mostly Tumazatis and Norman helping her out, though.
Yeah. But, you know, App State, they're up 4 still. However, it's a 3-0 scoring run for JMU. At some point, you got to put the dagger in the coffin, and you got to put JMU to bed. You need to go up 2-1 here.
Yeah, you really have to start putting more pressure on JMU. As we've mentioned, really throughout this entire broadcast, it's been very close so far, but it's just been too close, really. And that's causing the Mountaineers likely more stress than it needs to. I think they just took that timeout as more of a mental reset to remind themselves that they're up, but they need to keep their foot on the gas. They need to keep going down the road.
Yeah, and you see so many teams, they get too comfortable with the lead, and then they just, you can tell, they don't have the same energy. You can't let that happen. We're back now. It's going to be Anna Wilson on the serve for JMU. App State gets a good dig, set up by Heidemann. Morris can't get it over JMU's wall.
And that was Neil and Addie Norman there, I believe, getting the block assist there. Score is now 18-21. Mountaineers ahead 3 still. 4-0 run for JMU, and it is Anna Wilson to serve once more.
Wilson, clean serve. No, my apologies. It went over, not a clean serve. It is out of bounds. It's going to be a point to App State. JMU, so much momentum. You can't give App something. You just can't give them a free point right now when they're so close to taking the set. And now it's Allie Morris on the serve for the Mountaineers.
And a good strike there from Lewisall.
Who else would it be, Michael? Who else would it be to bring them back into this game?
They're very much relying on Kennedy Lewisall right now. As I mentioned earlier, 232 kills going into this game. She had 194 in the previous campaign as well, so she's been a leader for JMU for a while. Heidemann, a strong strike there from Winterhoff. They rule that Neal went over the net there trying to get it, and it's now 19-23 App State.
Yeah, App State's closing in on a 2-1 set lead. This could be huge for the Mountaineers. Me and you both predicted that the Mountaineers would win this game 3-1. So far, App State looks like they're going to try to do it. JMU on the attack.
And now it's set point for the Mountaineers. Tumazatis overhit that spike, and the Mountaineers just gladly watch that one go.
Yeah, I mean, JMU needs something, but right now, App State for set point, the arena's on their feet.
Winterhoff now. And the dig miss hit, and that'll get the Mountaineers to the end of this set. Score is 25-19.
And Tumazatos, just bad hit right there. The mistakes killed them.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any debate about that at all. JMU were their own worst enemy, just as App were earlier in the game. But no time for that now. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back to you for the 4th set. Welcome back, Mountaineer faithful. We're entering the fourth set now. App State with the 2-1 set lead, and we just want to remind you that tomorrow's game, again against JMU at 2 p.m., is Youth Day. All kids aged 12 and under will receive free admission to that game, so keep an eye out for that. And speaking of the Mountaineers, of course, the big story we were talking about during the intermission, of course, Addie Heideman's 31 assists. She's been a star performer, often going unmentioned due to the glory of Kiana Mackey and Maya Winterhoff. And I want your perspective, Ben. What does JMU have to do to try to challenge our Mountaineers here?
Discipline. I mean, it's just what's killed them these past 2 sets are simple little mistakes. Bad sets, bad digs. Those 2 things have cost them so many points. App State, they had the same problem in the first set, but they tightened up. I think if JMU wants to get back in this game, they got to tighten up.
And we'll have to see if they do indeed manage to tighten up. Both teams taking a little extra time with their huddles here than we'd expect, but that's allowing Coach Sutton to get more instructions to Addie Heideman.
Yeah. I got to imagine Coach is saying, keep setting up your team. You're doing great.
It'll be Sydney Lewis now to serve for JMU. 3 players up front for JMU. Heideman sets it up. Mackey, little deflection and from JMU, and that allows her to get the point.
App State going up 1-0 early here. This is what they want to see.
And we're not seeing too much lineup shifting from App State right now. Mackey will serve. That one barely getting over, and that's enough to confuse the defense. Perhaps just the perfect placement there for Kiana Mackey to let the net handle the rest of it. And it's now 2-0 Mountaineers.
Yeah, this is a great start for App State. This is what you want to see out of them.
They just have to keep it going now. Mackey will serve again. Dig from JMU. Lewis L will try to hit it. And good IQ from Mimi Davis to prevent a 4th hit. Just ran up and smacked that one without too much care for direction. And it's 3-0 Mountaineers.
That is some of the most perfect ball placement I've ever seen. Back left corner, perfect, just perfect.
For a sophomore, she is very high IQ. And Lewis L, another familiar face, striking once more with her 18th kill of the night.
She is having quite the day.
It is just unbelievable how good of a performance she's had and how little JMU have been able to help her out. But no time for that now. Wilson serves. Heideman sets up. Little tap there to try and get Lou Johnson set up. Lewis L, an attempted block there from App State. Just too much power, though, and it goes off to the side.
And coming into this game, Lewis L was averaging a little more than 5 kills a set. It's showing. It is showing.
Dig there from Davis, set up by Heideman. And a good little tap there from Bella Hutchins. Smack, just too much power there by Addie Norman. She's gone a little bit cold in these last 2 sets.
Yeah, I'll say. You know, she started out so strong, and now it's just, it's not there.
Yeah, and indeed, it's an attacking error scored to Addie Norman, and it'll be Mimi Davis to serve. Scores 4-2, Mountaineers in front. Dig there from JMU. Neal, jump for that one. Addie Norman perhaps heard me talking. We mentioned commentator's curse earlier, and Norman getting checked off now for Rebecca Watkins. Sarah Schnell also coming in. And speaking of Watkins, it'll be Watkins to serve.
Absolutely. Watkins. Clean serve, good dig by the Mountaineers. Set up, hit over, and that's gonna be a point. The assist, once again to Heideman, the point to Winterhoff. App State is working for this win. They want it.
11th kill of the game now for Winterhoff, 33rd assist of the game for Heideman, and it'll be Bella DeForn to serve.
DeForn, good serve, but diving save by Madison on the attack. Sarah Schnell gets that one over.
Mountaineers don't seem too worried about it. Scores 5A for JMU. Behind 1. It'll be Lewis L to serve. We know these Mountaineers. They are resilient. So even when JMU make a run, it won't phase them. Dig by DeForn, set up by Heidemann. And Winterhoff tried to get the kill there, nothing doing. Neal and Owen, I believe Schnell there, just barely working together and managing to get the point there, or profiting off that confusing situation there. Just Mountaineers scrambling and couldn't get to it.
Yeah, Apps just couldn't alleviate the pressure.
Davis digs, set up by Heidemann. Winterhoff, a lot of power on that one. Just too much power, and that one hits the sideline first, point JMU.
Yeah, here goes Lewis L on the serve for JMU.
6-5 JMU ahead in the set. Forn
gets
dig.
it.
And a strong hit from Allie Davis there, just not enough to block it there from Neal. It's now 6-6, ending that 3-0 run from JMU.
And who? Do you know who assisted that one?
Addison Heidemann.
Addison Heidemann. Who else?
Allie Davis to serve now. Good dig there from Lewis L. That one saved by Mimi Davis. And a block attempted again by JMU, but just too much power from Maya Winterhoff as always.
Mimi Davis is this team's guardian angel, because no matter how far out that ball might be, she's there to save it.
Davis to serve once more. Good dig there from McNeely. And the referee will say Tumazatis hit that one to the sideline first. And App State will get the point and now lead 8-6.
Yeah, obviously it's hard to see if that was out or not, but we got to trust the referee. Morris on the serve. JMU is blocked at the net by Kiana Mackey. It was Sarah Schnell trying to get it over, but Mackey was there ready and waiting.
I believe that's her second block of the game now, Kiana Mackey. Indeed it is. And Morris to serve once more. Good dig there from McNeely. Timazada as Mimi Davis with the dig there. Good rally happening now. Schnell stop there. Allie Davis, good hit. McNeely. Timizatis. Estefort, Heidemann, Mackey. And that one's saved there by the libero. Heidemann and sets up once more. Winterhoff. It just hits that one beautifully into the corner right by the net. Score is 6-9 Mountaineers.
Name a more dynamic duo than Addison Heidemann and Maya Winterhoff.
You can't.
I'll wait. I'll be waiting a while, but I'll wait.
Allie Morris save now. Just a service error there. It's 10-6, 10-7 now, apologies. And we talked about miscues earlier. Mountaineers been cleaning those up, but still a few present.
But App just went on a 5-0 scoring run. So clearly, they're not too worried about it.
Hyman sets up Mackey, and that one stays in beautifully. Great backspin on that ball. Score is 7-11 now.
If I'm the marching Royal Dukes, I'm looking at my timeouts. App has a lot of momentum, right? They're on a 6-1 run. You got to be thinking about, when do I take that timeout? When do I say enough is enough?
And no one's standing over the middle here for JMU as Winterhoff serves. That dig from Lewis L went over. Mackey just palmed that one, tried to place it more so. Timizatis, good dig there, Winterhoff. And Allie Davis tried to place it into the middle. I believe that's Watkins with the dive. Morris tried to dig that one. Just too much power for her, and it goes over.
And that one might have been going out of bounds already.
That one looked like it was just going to stay on that back line for me, but it's 8-11 Mountaineers still ahead 3 regardless.
It's going to be a serve from Wenreich. It's going to be a setup. Good save by App State.
Mimi Davis tried to get that dig there, but just, again, too much power, too much placement from JMU.
Tumazato's got the kill there. And, you know, I talk about JMU taking the timeout. They just come back here and they show me I shouldn't be running my mouth. But then again, App State has Kiana Mackey and Addison Heidemann. And what can you do about those two? What can you do?
It's a very, very well-balanced team. Addison Heidemann now with 38 assists. Mackey with 14 kills. Score is 9-12 currently. Speaking of Heidemann, she'll serve here. Dug by JMU. Tumazatis tries to trick the Mountaineer defense. Blocked there, JMU. Mountaineers keep it alive. Bella Hutchins shot at deflected there. And a strong hit from Lewis L. Just over hit there, though. Score is 9-13 Mountaineers.
Yeah, I can't believe that JMU was able to get off a shot like that. I mean, there was so much pressure on them, yet they were able to make something work. And now Heidemann serving for the Mountaineers.
And that one quickly blocked out there by Lou Johnson. Mountaineers force the point here after having kept that play alive. Score is now 9-14, App ahead 5.
And now James Madison is going to take a substitution, not a timeout, but they gotta be thinking about it because they aren't. Every time they start to inch closer, App State just pulls away.
Perhaps App starting to think about ending this one. Heidemann sets up for Kiana Mackey, just too much power though. Scores 10-13, App still ahead 3.
Looks like App is asking for a coaching challenge. The players were saying that she touched the net.
And it looks like they will indeed challenge it and take this one to review. And so while they review, I want to ask you, what do you think is the key for the Mountaineers to close out this game?
I think it's when JMU starts to make mistakes. You capitalize on it, right? You've seen them make a ton of mistakes. You've seen App State take 2 sets because of it. If JMU, like they started out this set with mistakes, App State capitalized, but not enough. And can we talk about, you know, after that last attack, Kiana Mackey, after hitting the ball, immediately turns around and starts saying, they hit the net. And, you know, the referee still gives the point to JMU. So Mackey turns around and looks at the coach. The coach just takes the challenge. That's trust in your players right there. Because to challenge that, you got to trust. You have to trust your players, and he clearly does. And I respect that about a coach.
Yeah, I mean, that is just the fundamental aspect of any team. And while it's a simple one, not every team has it, but Sutton has definitely commanded that respect from his players, and they respect him as well.
And I love to see that out of teams. Just a mutual respect between players.
We'll have to see what the referee says here. Still waiting the call.
Now, is it a challenge that someone touched it?
Yes, I believe that's what Mackey wanted Coach Sutton to challenge here.
So Mackey thinks that JMU hit the ball while it was going out. Now, does she think they hit it at the net? Or that it hit someone while soaring out of bounds?
From what I was able to see, it looked like what she thought happened might have been and more towards the net, or maybe because as the player in the back tried to pull her arm back. But we'll have to see what the referees think of this one, as they are taking a good amount of time to review this one. And to be fair, I don't blame them. It does look very close from our angle.
It looks really close, and in such a close game, when App State might take the set here, you got to get it right.
They're taking several looks at this call, and especially, as you mentioned, in a game this close, the pressure is very much on the referee to make sure they do their job. And no matter what call they make, someone is going to be upset. And that's just the reality of sport. Refereeing's a very tough job, but you have to respect everyone who goes into it.
Yeah. I mean, I know we like to yell at refs and say bad call. And the call is going to go against App State. It's going to stand, and that's heartbreaking.
But it's something that you can't think too much about if you're the Mountaineers, and I doubt they will.
You just got to keep playing.
JMU now to serve. Good dig by Davis. Heidemann sets up. Bella Hutchins, strong hit. And that hit a JMU player in the shoulder and went all the way over to the App State sideline.
And
so point App State.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Looks like Hutchins is not happy with that call. There's more than just a hit. There was some emotion behind that.
Kiana Mackey now at the serve. Dig JMU. Louiselle, just too much power on that one. Score is now 11-15 App State. And timeout taken JMU.
Yeah, I don't blame them at all right here.
Yeah, and Louiselle was looking for a 20th kill of the night, wasn't able to get it there. I mean, it's really just incredible when you look at this App State team, just how many players can make an impact on it. You really have no idea who's going to be the star player every single night. And I'll go ahead and make a controversial take here. I don't think there's necessarily one star player on this team. Really,
no.
Everyone in the team is able to contribute at a very, very high level. I
mean, you look at the scoring. Kiana Mackey and Maya Winterhoff, right? 14 and 13 kills respectively. But then Addison Heidemann, 39 assists.
Of course, as we mentioned, Bella Hutchins earlier, 8 kills for her. Allie Morris, 7 for her. Of course, Lou Johnson, 4 blocks. Mimi Davis has, I believe, 11 digs. So it's really just a team effort, and we see that every time we see the Mountaineers play.
Yeah. They clearly like playing together. Like, you can tell they have a good bond as a team.
And Addison mentioned this in the interview I had with her. You know, everyone on this team is very mature, and anytime they give one another feedback, they don't take it the wrong way.
And that's so important, right? Because you don't want to hurt people's feelings, and you need to be able to take feedback.
That accountability has been possibly the Mountaineers' greatest strength. Kiana Mackey now to serve. Set up JMU. And Wilson tries to get the kill there, nothing doing. Allie Morris hits it back over. Set up JMU, Louiselle. And block attempt there from Hutchins and Lou Johnson, but Louiselle just too powerful to let herself be denied.
And yet another ball comes right towards the media stand.
12-15 now, Mountaineers. Good dig, Allie Morris. Mimi Davis, little hit over. Set up for Louiselle once again. Good dig, Morris. Heidemann sets up. Allie Morris with some power behind that one. Barely keeps it in. And that's a side out for your Mountaineers, 12-16.
Mimi Davis goes to serve this one for the Mountaineers.
Good, powerful serve from her.
Yeah,
Set up for Allie Norman. She's been a bit quiet, but starting to find her form once more. 10th kill of the night for her. You know, we talked earlier during the timeout what App needs to do to close this game out. 13-16 now. Let's see if they can execute that game plan.
They're right there. They have a hold on the win, but JMU doesn't want to give it to them. App State trying to keep it alive. They got to get this one over the net. They do. JMU on the save. JMU on the attack. JMU hits it out of bounds, but Mimi Davis hits it first.
Timeout taken, App State. That was Ian Nehal there on the kill. And, I mean, you just have to look at, you know, the recruiting for JMU. It's been very strong. It's very clear why they've been a stable threat in the Sun Belt since they returned. I mean, it's just clear to see that they're not afraid from recruiting from anywhere. You got a player from Ontario, Owen Anna Wilson. You got a player from Turkey, and Melissa Ilter. And I mean, they're really not afraid to either go out of the state or out of the country to get players. Meanwhile, App State, they're more content to stick around home, even having one homegrown player in Caroline Farthing coming from Watauga High School. And I think it's just two different mindsets between these two teams. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. And there are advantages to both, obviously. But right now, if JMU wins this game, they would be the first team to beat App State at home this season. So they're looking for it. But can they get it?
Yeah, meanwhile, App State just looking to remain unbeaten at home, currently 3-0 at home currently. Scores 14-16 Mountaineers if you're just joining us. It's Rebecca Watkins to serve now.
Watkins on the serve. App State gets the dig. The set by Heidemann, the slam, but it is blocked at the net. Hutchins could not get it over. JMU deflects it. JMU brings it to 15-16.
And this game's still incredibly close.
No one set has been super one-sided.
Watkins with the serve, dig by Morris. Just a bit over hit there, and that let Neal get the easy kill.
Yeah, you just got to be careful with that.
We've seen a few digs hit with some power, but JMU finally exploiting one.
JMU to serve. App State gets a powerful hit from Bella Hutchins.
And that's a side out for App State. 9th kill of the night for Bella Hutchins.
Great assist from Heidemann. As always, Heidemann up to 40 assists on the game.
It's now 16-17. App State ahead and Bella DeForn the serve. Good serve there, DeForn. Set by Watkins. Lewisell, and she gets the kill. Farthing trying to dive for that one, but unable to get it.
Yeah, JMU showing some fight. They're not going to back down. It's tie game approaching that 25 mark.
And Heidemann said it really well in her interview. The Sun Belt is a very competitive and tough conference. Lewisell with the serve there. DeForn set up by Heidemann. And Winterhoff, too much power, and that is just not able to be handled by Julia McNeely, the libero, who spent all 4 years of her college career with JMU.
Yeah, it's another great setup by Heidemann to Winterhoff.
We've seen that all season. Allie Morris now with the serve. Kiana Mackey just... No, they ruled that. I believe it was Watkins who went over the net. I thought Mackey might have went over the net for a moment. I thought it was Neal. JMU will take their first time out of the set, and I mean, we've really seen just pressure from the Mountaineers. They're never letting there not be people right in front of the net, always at least 3 people right there.
Yeah, it's incredible pressure from App State. JMU is looking for an opening, and while they've started to bring this game back, are they too late? You know, App State is really close to 25. 19-17, JMU obviously not out of the game. You're never out of the game with Kennedy Lewisell, 21 kills. But you got to think, James Madison has to start changing something. You have nothing to lose right now, right? What you're doing is not working. You've got to try something else. You've got to just throw everything you have at App State.
Yeah, and the tough part for JMU is, like we mentioned earlier, this is a very complete team. So you can't even game plan really to just stop one player, even though there are definitely some standout performers. We've been talking about Heidemann a lot. She's got 42 assists. Even Mimi Davis has 3, and Bella DeForn with another 2. No one else on App State having an assist. And Mimi Davis even has a kill, which you wouldn't expect out of a defensive specialist and a libero like her.
No, absolutely not.
But you take your kills where you can get them. And now it's Allie Morris to serve. 17-19, App State still ahead. And it looks like they're having fun on that sideline over there.
Yes, they are.
Morris strongly hitting to the middle there. To Mazanis, it's been a while since we've said her name. App State tried to recover her spike there, but just unable to.
Yeah. And JMU, again, trying to pull back into this one.
And it's Shelby Davis, libero for JMU. Who to serve. Heidemann sets up Winterhoff. They'll say it's just over, or that at JMU right sideline. And that puts JMU on level terms, 19-19.
Yeah, and obviously we can't see where it was. But boy, that must have been a close call.
Tough break there. Heidemann barely manages to set it back for the Mountaineers, and Mackey trying to spike that one, nothing doing. To Mazanis, now she hits it over to the Mountaineers' right sideline, and it's now 19-20, Mountaineers ahead. Lou Johnson checks in. Maya Winterhoff also checks in. Mimi Davis checking out.
Michael, we got a close one here in Boone, North Carolina.
It's always a tight game aim up here in the mountains. High country volleyball, very exciting, and an overhit dig there from, I believe, Julia McNeely. It's now 19-21, Mountaineers getting closer to closing this one out. We'll have to see if they can do it as JMU take their second time out of the set.
Yeah, this is coming down to the wire here, Michael. I think JMU has to go to Kennedy Lewis L. They gotta go to what works. They gotta go to the people you can trust in these situations. They need points. They need to get back.
Yeah, Lauren Steinbreaker just needs to get them back on the pace here, because again, we've seen strong runs be made by JMU. They're not out of this by any means, but I mean, I think I speak for all of us when I say I hope the Mountaineers can finish off the job, because they just keep letting JMU back into the game, and that is something you can't allow against a strong opponent.
I think right here they have a great opportunity to just put them away. Put them to bed. Send them on that bus until tomorrow, because we play tomorrow.
Yeah. Fourth set, 19-21. It's definitely an opportunity for the Mountaineers to close it out, but
send them to the hotel.
But
put them away.
But opportunity versus what you actually managed to do. As Yogi Berra would say, it's never over until it's over.
It's never over until it's over. Both teams take the floor again. App State serve, it's going to be Maya Winterhoff.
The App lineup right now, Winterhoff off Morris to Ford, Heidemann, Mackey, and Lou Johnson. 3 players in front of the net for App State now. And just a serve. No, they'll say it stays in. I wouldn't be surprised if that call gets challenged there, but.
No, from where I'm sitting, that looks pretty good.
19-22, Winterhoff with an ace there. She'll serve once more. That one's set up for Lewis L. I mean, we've been seeing that all night from her. That is now her 22nd kill of the night.
You gotta go to the people you trust. You gotta go to the people you believe in, and that's what they're doing.
JMU making some substitutions now. One of the players just subbed in. Grace Winrick will get the sub here, and she'll be the one end to serve. Formed the dig, set up by Heidemann. Mackey denied there by, I believe, Addie Norman and Anna Wilson. We've seen them pairing up at the front a lot today.
21-22, 3 points away. We've got a good one here.
Yeah, as we mentioned earlier, neutrals have to be loving this. To form with the dig there, Heidemann. Mackey blocked again by that same duo, that purple wall. Score is now tied 22-22. Chad Sutton will take a timeout.
This is scary. This is scary for the Mountaineers. It's a tie game. Both teams 3 points away. App State 3 points away from a win. JMU 3 points away from a 5th set. Both teams looking to get these 3 points as soon as possible. JMU bringing it back. App State couldn't take advantage and pull away. Two back-to-back blocks by JMU at the same side on the same person has to be disheartening for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, I think Chad Sutton, you're just talking about placement and closing this game out, because that's really all it boils down to now. We've not seen a ton of mistakes from the Mountaineers, so we'll have to see if they can finish the job. And for JMU, I mean, you're just looking to stay alive in this game. That's really all it is. By all means, you're looking to stay alive against these tough Mountaineers.
Absolutely.
And it looks like it will be Grace Winrick to serve once again for JMU. And App State will be going with the lineup of Mackey, Johnson, Heidemann, Mimi Davis, Lou Johnson, and Bella DeForn to try and close this game out. Serve there, DeForn. Heidemann sets up for Mackey. Trusted her. She gets it over the wall this time, and it's now 23-22.
And it's the same setup that they had the last few attacks. JMU thought they were going to get a super easy block, and Mackey just puts it right over their hands for an easy point.
It'll be Heidemann to serve now. Good dig, JMU. Set up for Addie Norman there. Just barely hit back over by Bella Hutchins. And blocked there. Play still alive, and Hutchins with the kill. It's now match point for your Mountaineers. Score is 24-22.
And look at how App State has rallied here. Look at the passion. Look at the energy. The arena's on their feet. The arena's clapping. They're ready for match point.
We talked about closing out this game. Now Heidemann to serve, potentially the last play of the game. Heidemann, good dig there. And Bella Hutchins almost had the kill shot there. Morris, Heidemann, Hutchins, just a bit overhit. We thought that was going to be it, but it is 24-23. This one's still coming down to the wire.
The marching Royal Dukes are not giving up. The Mountaineers ready to close it out, 23-24. Served by Sydney Lewis.
Dig Davis, Heidemann, Kiana Mackey almost had it. Mimi Davis just punches that one home, and that will do it for your Mountaineers. It is a Mountaineer win right here at the home center. Oh my goodness, Mimi Davis.
App State is going to win the game, and can you believe Mimi Davis getting the game-winning point?
Yeah, you don't expect that out of your defensive specialist, your libero. The transfer from Mercer coming here with Chad Sutton along with Lou Johnson. Oh my goodness, what a way to close out the win for Mountaineers, and you can see how much it means to this team.
They're all in the middle. They're dancing. They're loving it. They're having a great time. What a win. You know, the sets might say 3-1, but that's not the full story of this game, Michael. This was a close game. Every set was within 4 points. It was an incredible game, an incredible finish, and you can tell how much it means to this App State volleyball team to get this win.
App State now moves to 10-2 on the season, 4-0 at home. We hope you've enjoyed this game, because we certainly have, and we wish